John F. Kennedy became the nation's president 50 years ago this week. And now, 5 decades later, his Secret Service agents are breaking their silence about Kennedy's assassination. They told our Carson Chambers about their regrets and the powerful guilt in their lives.
Everyone can pinpoint a moment in life we wish we could change, details we often dwell on. These 3 United States Secret Service agents have this in common, and their regrets start in Tampa in November of 1963.
It was sunny outside. We had 28 miles of motorcade. We had an appearance at Lopez Field and also the National Guard Armory.
Agent Gerald Blaine was working the president's detail that day.
And he tapped the agent in charge on the shoulder and said, "Would you have the Ivy League charlatans drop back to the follow-up car?" And the president said essentially, "Look, my political style is to be with the people."
The president's orders, given along Kennedy Boulevard, set the stage, they say, for the tragedy that unfolded 100 yards after a slow turn onto Elm Street in Dallas.
We had to top off because the weather conditions were such that it was a beautiful day.
Agent Clint Hill's Secret Service detail was to protect Mrs. Kennedy. His regrets are he couldn't do more.
And I heard an explosive noise from the right rear. What I saw was the president grab at his throat, so I jumped off the follow-up car, ran toward the presidential vehicle. The driver accelerated, and the car started to move forward, causing me to slip. I regained my foothold, but before I did, a third shot rang out.
Hill has spent nearly 50 years dissecting those 6 seconds.
Well, I was the only one in a position to do anything. If I'd have been maybe a second and a half faster, quicker, I'd have been there in time.
Agent Zboril was in Tampa, but not in Dallas, and still shoulders guilt.
I thought if I had been there, maybe history would have been a little different.
And that was the, the terrible thing. When he was assassinated, we all had a very guilty feeling about it and felt that we had failed.
These 3 Secret Service agents still dwell on these details, the kind that changed them and history.
It never gets any easier.
In Tampa, I'm Carson Chambers, ABC Action News.